Hey you guys, it's Chloe and welcome to my channel Align with Chloe, where I am on the journey of aligning my life to what truly matters to me. That means budgeting, saving, and spending in ways that will help me reach my goals. If this sounds like something you might be interested in learning more about, then keep on watching. Alright, can you believe that January is already over? I feel like this month was jam-packed in so many ways for me, flew by. But overall, it was a great month. And you may or may not know, but I am new to cash budgeting. I've been only doing it since November, and I'm pretty new to budgeting, period. So I'm gonna be honest, very proud of myself for the progress I've made. I'm very proud of myself to sticking to, my cash budget system. And I wanna thank you guys because this channel has really helped me stay accountable, and it's allowed me to meet a lot of people who are in the similar situations, like-minded, and just very encouraging community. I've never found a community like this. It is so amazing, and I appreciate every single one of you. Now, what I'm going to bring you guys today is my January closeout. So we're going to look and see how much money I spent, how much money I saved, and where did it all go. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've zoomed you guys in a little bit here so you can see better. The total amount saved was $1,377. That is so amazing, you guys. I can't believe it. Now, this is before any of the money was taken out. So some of this was spent, but everything I spent with that money, I saved up for in advance, and that's big for me. That's amazing. I wasn't, grabbing a credit card. I wasn't spending money that should have gone to bills or to savings. So I'm really proud of myself for saving that amount. Now let's see where exactly that savings went. To sinking funds, we have $945. And I spent out of that $426, so a total saved from sinking funds was $519. Now to my savings challenges, I saved $432. So good, you guys. 127 went to my mini challenges, and 305 went to my long-term savings challenge book, which is going to pay off some of this debt that I have. Celebrate your wins, you guys. I'm celebrating mine. This is amazing that I was able to save that amount of money, and I hope to just go up and up from here. Now, the total amount that I spent was $3,232. Now, I have this goal for February to be much better about tracking every single purchase, every single expense, because I feel like I was doing a great job, and this is including bills and expenses. But when I tried to do some calculations, there was a couple $100 that I didn't know really where it went. So I'm hoping, for the next month, I'll be able to get more detailed and stay on top of my accounts. Now, let's go to our sinking funds and see where we've grown, where we've lost, what kind of progress we have made. I'm gonna grab now my sinking funds binder. I got a new dashboard, isn't that pretty? And we're just gonna talk about the sinking funds that had any sort of action. Good or bad, it was used, it was saved. So these are these sinking funds. So let's jump to pet care. I added $15. So let's see what our total balance is now in pet care. We have 20, 40, 55, 65, 70. So I'm going to write in that total. And since the sinking fund did increase in value, I'm going to highlight it green, because green means good. Green means we either stayed or we progressed. So that's awesome. We're now going to jump to Pamper. Now Pamper, I did save $350. This was for a hair appointment, and I used that full $350. So we are left with 0 in Pamper now. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight Pamper yellow, because while we didn't lose money, we didn't really gain any either. Okay, moving on, we have medical. In medical, I added $30, so let's see what the balance is now. 20, 35. So $35. And we did increase this sinking fund, so we are in the green. Going to Jeep. I added $130, which is really great. And I took out 16, which I actually have not done this yet. I'm taking out 16 because I went to the car wash. So 5, 10, 15, and 16. So that's gonna go back to the bank, and let's see what is left in Jeep. 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we are now at 164. I started in January with $50, so even though we spent 16, we still increased our sinking fund. So we are in the green. Emergency. Okay, emergency got $340. Had a really big increase. 150, 160, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80. There we go. So we are at $480 in emergency. I'm really happy with that progress because this is one of my top priorities right now. Let me write in our total. Okay, taxes, it got 15. And we have 15. So we started with 0 and we grew. Not a lot, but we grew. So we are good with tax. Okay, the last 2 sinking funds that had any action were 2 of my low priority sinking funds, so it's in a different binder. So let me grab that. And I am planning to change my binder system because right now I have my low priority with my savings challenges and it's really full, as you can tell. So I definitely want to switch that up. So home upgrade got $60, and this $60 was spent because we used it to get a new foam mattress topper. We did add, but we're back to 0 again. I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight it yellow. Okay, and then the next one was goodies. Goodies got $5, and that is all we have in there. So not a big increase at all, but it is something. So we're gonna go ahead and highlight it green. Let's now talk about my debt progress. And this is what I'm really excited about because my ultimate goal here is financial freedom. And part of that is gonna be being debt-free. That is just ultimately really where I wanna get. Okay, let me talk about my debt a little bit. I haven't really talked about it on YouTube. I unfortunately was unable to consolidate my debt because I have too low of a credit score, I have too high of credit usage, and I technically have 2 car loans under my name because I co-signed for my boyfriend. So the bank just really did not want to provide a loan to help me cover those debts. So I'm still getting interest, but I'm doing the snowball method. Part of this debt, my main focus is my credit cards. Part of it is obviously my car or my Jeep, which is like the highest. And then I also do have some debt and collections that I am paying off. So it's not great, but be honest, this is where I'm at. So I started in January with $22,281.05. Now, what I ended in January with was $21,431.43. That's pretty good. I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty good. So let's see what total amount that I actually paid. Now you gotta remember, I'm making minimum payments, but until I can snowball, I'm just paying interest. So some of these cards and some of these debts didn't change much because of that fact, even though I always pay my minimum amount until I can have the funds to do extra. You know, some of those debts are just not going to see much change. So we started with we paid off $849.62. So I do want to talk about something though that was exciting, and that is that I paid off my Ulta card. Yay! So how I did that was, this was already an action being snowballed, meaning I was taking my previous credit card that was the lowest amount. I had already paid that off, and I was using that minimum payment to add on top of my minimum payment for Ulta. So I was doing that, and then I completed a savings challenge of, I forget the exact amount, I want to say $235, and I put that to Ulta. So that paid off the card. So now I'm taking the minimum payment from both of those cards together and snowballing it now to Capital One. So my current snowball is $92 and the minimum is $32 for Capital One. So it's getting that $92 total. So it's getting $60 extra going this towards the card for February. So that is pretty good, you guys. You know, I am making progress on this debt. This number seems very scary, but I know that I have a plan in action, and I'm going to stick to my budget, and I'm going to use these savings challenges to pay off this debt and get this down so that I can be financially free. I'm wishing nothing but the best for you guys. I hope no matter how your month went, know that February can be a new start for you. We can refocus and reset our budget, and we can get some things done. So I will see you guys very soon in a future video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much. Bye, you guys.